I mean, would you use the N word out of interest?
Yes.
You would?
I do quite frequently.
You use the N word quite frequently. Well, why? Other than the fact you're a despicable racist.
Sure, I'll embrace that. If that means forwarding, helping white people achieve freedom of speech, real freedom of speech.
You use it with black people?
Yes, if it's appropriate.
When would it be appropriate to use the N word?
Black people.
When would it be appropriate?
Anytime I feel like it.
So you're an unashamed racist.
Correct.
Well, do you understand that makes you a despicable human being?
I guess so. I don't really care.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My name is Natkunda Essend. If you're new here, hi, welcome. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, like, comment, and share. Today's video is going to be a little bit controversial, so PSA, okay? PSA, it's going to be a little bit controversial because if you have not seen it, the Shiloh Hendrick saga that caused an interview with Piers Mogan, and Piers Mogan brings on these black men and these two white women, where the two white women are saying that the skinny ass white woman who called a black boy. Okay, I need to get myself together because this is so agitated. I did a story about a skinny white lady who called a 5-year-old black autistic child the N-word and a thief. And then there was another man, I think he's like of African descent, Somali descent. He was recording. He came and defended this child during playtime because it was happening in the playground. And then this man recorded this woman and is like, that is not okay, this is a child. You cannot call a child those words. And the white woman said it and said it again, and she was not apologetic for it. And then after that, she herself, after the video got posted of her calling this black child the N-word, she went on the internet and asked her fellow white people for help. My life is in danger. Black people don't like me. They say I was racist towards this child that I called the N-word, so my life is not moving. Give me money. They just donated almost $1 million to her, and they are even still giving her. Now the story goes to Piers Mogan, and he's like, let's have this conversation. He has these two white women that are white supremacists, like 2.0 100% DJT blood, no compromisation, bad manners type of shit. And one of these white women is there sitting with Piers Mogan and two black men. And we have a black man who is worshiping the ground this cis white woman is walking on. She literally goes ahead and opens her mouth and she says, I call black people the N-word anytime I want. And Piers Mogan is like, oh, how about now? Say it. Just use it in a sentence. Say it. Say it. Let the world see how cis you are because you're proud of it. And one black man says, you cannot go ahead and say it in front of my face because that's already disrespect to black men. And we have a black man who goes ahead and says, black people like playing victim. White people have been oppressed for a very long time in America. Black people feel like they are superior to white people. Black supremacists are like, what?
Are you?
Some would say I am. I guess according to the ADL, I'm a white supremacist. I'm a neo-Nazi.
Yeah, well, if you use the N-word repeatedly, you are a racist, then, are you? Are you?
Sure, I'll embrace that. If that means forwarding, helping white people achieve freedom of speech, real freedom of speech, which, by the way, Shiloh Hendrick is being attacked on all fronts. They're trying to bring legal charges against her. They're trying to get her children taken away. So you were saying Carmelo Anthony, it doesn't matter. That's a different.
Sorry, but just to be
thing.
clear, you just said to me you use the N-word regularly. In what context? Do you use it with black people?
Yes, if it's appropriate.
When would it be appropriate to use the N-word? When would it be appropriate?
Anytime I feel like it.
Is that how you want people to leave this panel debate, with thinking of you as a disgusting racist?
I don't really care what people think about me. As long as you care about what people think about you, you have no power and you lose your country. What I care about is freedom of speech. And if you're not allowed to say the most offensive things in this country, you do not have freedom of speech. I don't care what anybody says. So that's the main crux of this situation. That's what I care about with this situation. It is, we have lived for far too long in a country where you can have your life destroyed. And people say, oh, she doesn't need this money. Her life's destroyed, by the way. She'll never be able to get another job. She's got children to have to support. And I don't want to live in a country where you can say an inappropriate, rude thing, which, by the way, Black people can say things to white people all the time and they never get canceled. There's no backlashing about this. I want to live in a country where people are allowed to say what they want unashamedly. And you will
well, go
not
on, then
have
say it. Say
you
the
will
M-
not have
Go on,
free
say,
speech.
go on. Say the M word. Go on.
No.
Hang on.
Don't invite. No.
No.
I don't want you to invite this woman to say a racially harmful term in front of me, because I'm the only on here. So if she says it, I'm the victim of it. So please don't invite her for ratings to call me the N-word, because that's basically what it's going to be. There's a bunch of white people up here, you and one on the left here, and to ask her to say the N-word while I'm here is ridiculous. You would not sit here with a Jewish person and say, please use a Jewish slur in front of this Jewish. It's ridiculous. I understand you don't have any bad intent, Pierce. I understand what you're trying to do. But we already know she's racist, and I don't want to invite a racial harm to me.
I hear you, and I accept that, and we'll leave it there.
Oh my
Thank you all very much.
Wow.
Do y'all remember that girl, Lily Gaddis? This girl right here? She went viral, I believe, a year ago. I did a whole video on her last year, but she went viral last year for using the N-word. And everybody, all the racists came out defending her, being like, she's not racist just because she used the word. Like, y'all are being dramatic. Like, she's not racist. She was now on Piers Morgan, and Piers Morgan, like, let her have it. Like, he ate her up. She literally admitted to Piers Morgan that she says. So everybody who sat here and said, she's not, yeah, why don't you go ahead and eat those words, because she admitted it herself, baby.
Lily, let's be real. You saying the N-word proudly on TV doesn't make you fearless, it makes you pathetic. You're not some rebel or truth teller. You're just another bigot who confuses shock value with substance. You call it just a word, like that erases centuries of events behind it. But here's the thing, your ignorance isn't just loud, it's willfully stupid.
Use it with Black people?
Yes, if it's appropriate.
You want attention? Congrats. You got it for being the mouthpiece of every racist who's too cowardly to show their face. And if using a slur is the hill that you are willing to die on, don't be shocked when people bury any credibility that you might have ever had.
That makes you a despicable human being.
You are a despicable racist. What? Let me explain to you what happened. Piers Morgan is calling you a despicable racist.
For those of you who have been living under a rock, there was a woman named Shiloh who went viral on the internet for calling a 5-year-old child the N-word multiple times and then calling the person filming her the same word. And since then, she has raised over $700,000. We in America have gifted her, not me, $700,000 for saying something awful to a child. That is a problem. And then Piers Morgan, who is also pretty conservative in my views, invited Lily Gaddis, who is a TikTok influencer, onto his show where she openly admitted that she uses the N-word. Not only does she use it, she feels it's perfectly fine because it is freedom of speech. And now, Miss Gaddis, I would like to discuss with you what freedom of speech means. It does not mean freedom from accountability. It does mean you have the right to speak out against your government without being in prison, which hopefully we continue to have that right. But you saying this means you're rich. She's perfectly okay. She's perfectly okay using the word. She says she openly does it now. And I can't understand how in 2025, we, him, or anyone in America is giving a platform for this, paying women $700,000 for calling a child a racial slur. We have a problem in America, and the problem is and always has been